Welcome to Patrick Roberts, Our New Timeline. Welcome to Patrick Roberts, Our New Timeline.
Oh my God, all kinds of technical difficulties. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, Jim, my bro. What's up? Annette. Sweet, sweet little Annette. Oh, how you doing, Annette? Hey, Jim. So anyways, tonight I got some stuff to tell you. Well, okay, let's start off with the headline. Let's start off with false prophets. There are a lot of false prophets out there. If any of you go to church, which I don't think any of you do, but that's my subs. I don't think they go to church, but anybody that would come on and see this later on, if you go to church, you really got to pay attention to what your pastor or your priest or whatever is reading from the Bible, what they're reading from the Bible. Because the Bible is changing. Yes, I said it, and the priest in them, they don't want to admit that it's changing. So they're reading false doctrine. They are steering their people the wrong way. And it's like, it's like over half of my subs are Mandela affected. The other half are not Mandela affected. They don't see it, or they see a little bit of it, but they have excuses for what's going on, whatever it may be. Which is kind of a weird thing to have subs who are half believer, or I have over half. I know over half are Mandela affected and see what's going on, but the others that don't see the Mandela effect, I don't know quite. Is it my personality? Is that why you stick around? No, I don't know. But it's hey Crunchy Bee. But I'm glad to have you all here. Y'all, no matter whether you're Mandela affected or not, I love you, and you guys are special people in my heart that I will never forget, and we'll be friends for the rest of our lives. And lots of things going on, so just I'm not going to stick on the false prophet type thing too long here. Just be aware of what you're uh, being read out of the Bible, because it is changing, and it's like whole verses are changing. Um, I may just do a live stream or just do a video. I'm not sure how I'm gonna do it yet, but I'm gonna go through and probably put an hour into saying what. I'm not gonna say all the Bible verses that changed, but I'm gonna put it probably an hour into, and who knows how many hours it would take to tell all the changes that have happened. Um, yeah. No, you don't have to be here. Jim says he's my brother, so he has to be here. um, but so, anyways, let's move on a little bit here. We'll probably backtrack back into a little bit of this later. But so I'm working at the bar. I made a short little video of the inside of the bar and stuff, and I'm hoping that I get better because I worked an 8-hour shift and even had them socks on, and I swear I needed the whole day to recoup because I was in so much pain the next day from my back to my feet and everything with the neuropathy. Um, it wasn't so bad as I was doing it. My back did start to hurt probably about 5 hours in, and as the night went on, it started stiffening up and everything, and I was able to, towards the end of the night, I was able to sit down for like the last half hour because there was nobody in the bar. But I didn't even want to sit down really because I did sit down for a little bit, and then I got back up, and it was so hard to get back up and start walking to straighten my back up and everything. So it didn't pay to sit down until I was able to completely sit down. But anyways, just keep fighting forward, and so the main people who helped me get into this place, that loaned me the money, I got them paid back. So now next month I'll be working on a few. I got a few people left that I owe from way back when I was going to start that other job. So I just asked for your people's patience. I know you guys ain't bugging me for it, but I worry about that. I worry about that shit. I don't want. I hate owing money out. So, but things is going to be a rough month. It's going to be another rough month. It's probably going to take me at least 2 or 3 months to totally get back on track. 8 hours is too long of a shift to be on your feet. Yeah, yeah, I know, but I didn't want to, slack off. I mean, I could have probably sat down here and there. I mean, he does say if if everybody's got a beer, I could bring a bar stool behind the bar and sit whenever I have a chance. But I didn't want to do that because I felt it doesn't look. I don't think it looks right. to be sitting down behind the bar. I don't know. It's just me. Um, they're talking about going on strike next week. Who are you talking about? Jim says, I hear you. They are talking about going on strike next week. Who is talking about going on strike? Anyways, so but I do love I love being behind the bar and talking to people. Um, Man, I wish I hate getting old. This sucks. It really does. Sucks not being able to do the things you used to be able to do. I wish there was some way of um, reversing the age. Oh, your job is going on strike. Oh, talking. They're talking about going on strike. Why would they go on strike? Not enough pay? Not enough hours? What are they going on strike for? But so with that, everything's going good with the bar and everything. I'm pretty much just a fill-in right now. Like whenever somebody wants to take a day off or whatever, or they're sick or whatever. Um, so yeah. So Mandela effect. Man, I just had a conversation with there is 3 other guys that live up here, and 2 of the guys I sat downstairs by the horseshoe pit the other night, and they were drinking and stuff. I think it was Saturday night, and smoking a little bit and stuff, and we started talking about alternate universes and stuff. And I was shocked that these 2 were into that type of stuff. They knew about the Mandela effect. They knew about they're pretty much awake to the C19er, and I was like pretty surprised, because it's like, what are the chances of your neighbors? Was it three quarters of your neighbors are they are kind of awake, pretty much, a lot better than some people. But yeah, no, they we had, I wish I would have taped it. It was so good of a conversation. We talked at least 2 hours down there, and it was just coming up with different theories of what could possibly happen. Now, the one guy, one of my neighbors here, he thinks that we all died in 2012. As soon as he said that, and I wasn't even open up to the Mandela effect yet, but when he said that, I said, that's really weird, because I think I died in 2016. So it's like, we were talking about if we had died, that this is some sort of, could be different things, like purgatory, or what if we die and then we wake up into the closest nearest reality. Like there could be 700 trillion universes out there. We don't know. So that's why when people talk about infinite realities, or I don't know. Anyways, if we were reliving different lives, we would be reliving lives on different planets and all this stuff, and experiencing this so-called game or whatever. I mean, he had a lot of interesting. That's why I wish I would have taped it, because it would sound a whole lot better coming out of his mouth than me trying to explain what he was trying to say. But people like that really intrigue me, because I like to listen to other people's ideas of what could possibly be happening right now. And I see this place loves to keep people in fear here. It's like the system, or whatever this is, it feeds off of fear, because that's all it knows how to dish out. It's like constant fear. If you watch the news, I'm so glad I got away from the news. But if you're watching the news all the time, you're not saying you, but a lot of people who do watch the news constantly, they have some sort of fear of whatever. We could go to war. That's one of the things they're pushing, nuclear war with Russia. Another thing they're trying to push is the old C-19er with a different variant, and masking up again. You got the fear of that. And all these people all over are dropping like flies. Young people, older people, and it's like you can't really tell them what's going on. They all of a sudden they get cancer and all. It just goes so fast, because whatever was in the C-19er Jabiru is bringing the immune system in. Not only that, you are wearing a mask, and that is fucking up your immune system too. So that brings your immune system down even further. Well, when your immune system gets down too far, the stuff that just is sitting there ready to come out and take your body over comes out, like cancer or whatever it may be. It's just laying dormant in there. And I got a big dose of that one time when I was taking a medicine for psoriasis, and it was a shot called, I don't know if I can say it on here, but let's just say I got a shot. I took the shot, and this was for psoriasis. And a few weeks later, a lot of you guys remember this, I had shingles on my fucking face. I almost lost this eye. And I knew right there and then, because I've been keeping track of these things that I had to take. And every time I took it, something happened to me. So I did it 2 different times. I did it one time, something happened to me. It was right around the time that I had the kidney failure. So I stopped taking it for a while, and then when I moved into the apartment over the last place I was in, I had taken it again, and that's when I got the shingles. And what this medicine does is it's supposed to take your immune system down so the psoriasis will go away, because that psoriasis is from an overactive immune system. And so they had to take my immune system down. Well, when you take it down too far, then it gives way to things that are dormant in your body, like the shingles. I had the chickenpox when I was younger, so yeah, I'm gonna get the shingles. Maybe not, but it was dormant in my body. Everybody's got cancer. Everybody's got cancer dormant in their body. But our immune systems stay up so high, and we feed our immune systems, and we help our immune systems, and our body does what it does, because it's got a great immune system, a great killer. It takes care of you. And so uh, I don't even know where I was going now with that. I hate that one. Just pluck. Something just plucked it right out of my head. Um, yeah, and so I don't know. There is something. We're not in Kansas anymore, there, guys. We are not in Kansas anymore. Hey, Propagate, welcome. Catherine, welcome. I like Prince. I don't have a problem with Prince. Why? What's up with Prince? Did he die again? Did he come back to life? You were on a good roll there for a minute, Patrick. Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know what I was like trying to get at there. But I basically I see the propaganda being rolled out to with all these different fears, and the Mandela effect has woken me up so far that every day I have been working on myself and trying to see this reality for what it is. And there is no such thing as death. We never die. I am certain of that. And not to not take this reality seriously, because there are things that each one of us need to do in this reality. That's why we came here. But we can't fall for all the bullshit that is happening out there. We have to stay neutral, and that means not jumping on either side of the right or left, the Republicans or Democrats. They're all in it. They're all in the same boat, trying to take us down. And if you can't see that we are in a war right now, we are in a spiritual war. We are in a war for the world right now, but they're taking America down first, because the rest will fall very easily, because it's all them are unarmed. Most of the countries are unarmed right now. So they need to take America down, and they're doing a damn good job of it. Don't sit there and tell me that all of a sudden these train derailments happen one after another after another. All these food places are going up in flames. Now we got whole cities just demolished, like a certain city in America that was sorry about that, but a certain city that was demolished, that was just disintegrated. But yeah, it sucks. But know that it's sad, but they're okay. They are, like I said, death never really happens. You may have death in this reality, but really you're just moving on. You're just moving on, and I can contest to that, really, because I'm living proof that there are different realities. I have no idea when the cutoff is where we really move out of this portion of the reality. Like, I'm just carrying on my life. Every time I die, I'm carrying on my life in another reality. So where is the cutoff? Is the cutoff when I'm an old man and then I finally move out of this sort of reality into the next reality or the next place, whatever, or do it all over again? I don't know, but we are definitely in a not a broken machine, but this place has been taken over, and plainly you can see that basically Satan has the run of this place right now. I don't know. Don't Worry, Be Happy was a great song. Well, Prince surely did not sing that. Let's see what's going on. We have to hang together to get through this. Yeah. Catherine says, I just don't get how some people don't see the spiritual war or anything of going on nowadays, but maybe they aren't supposed to. I don't know. I don't know how I even do sometimes. Very true in that. Noblest D, welcome. Death is not the opposite of birth, not life. Death is not the opposite of birth, not life. I don't quite get that. Death is not. I get that death is not the opposite of birth. Has it always been a spiritual war, or did it start recently? Well, I think it probably has been for quite a while, but it has really ramped up to the point where I think the other side is doing anything and everything they can in this reality to make sure that they win this next election. They surely don't want Trump winning, obviously, but it's just the play here, Just because they're playing it that way doesn't make Trump a good guy, guys. You got to understand that. It's all a game. It's all a fucking game to get you to love this guy. Do you really think he's going to spend one fucking day in jail? Come on. Be real. Do you honestly think they're ever going to convict the guy? No. Come on. Get real. They are now, I heard, they're going to televise they're going to stream his court hearings, just like they did Alex Jones. Look at the money they're going to make off of this, and the opinions that they're going to sway to make Trump look like this innocent angel and all Trump is out to do for yourself. But I've seen clips where 10-15 minute clips of everything that Trump has done that has been not good for us humans. And but you can't, it's all a game. It's all a facade. It's all to get your emotions going one way or the other, and you have to stay neutral. You have to stay neutral. Maybe the other side is doing everything they can to wake us up. That could be. How do you know that it has ramped up versus how the spiritual war was before, if there was one before now? Well, I don't know. Propagate. Look at the fucking history. Look back when you were a kid. Does it seem as bad as it was? To me, no, it doesn't. So it seems like it's really ramped up to me. Look at the shit that's going on in this world. Fucking look at TikTok. Everything's gone down. Everybody's getting stupider. Seems like it ramped up just recently to me. And I don't mean to get all loud, but I'm starting to get irritated. Come on, Propagate. You should know this shit. I just don't like fucking... I mean, jeez. How serious... Have you not seen it ramp up recently? I mean, look at the C-19er. Look what they tried to get away with. Well, they did, actually. I mean, they've really fooled a lot of people. And they still are fooling a lot of people. I don't know if you fall into that, Propagate, but triggered just a bit. I just can't handle stupid people anymore. I'm not saying that you're stupid, Propagate. I'm just saying, if you look at it, it's been ramping up. Ramping up. I mean, did you ever think you would see people wearing a face mask everywhere you go? I mean, I would call that a big ramp up. I would call that a big leap on their part. They're going for the gusto. But I remember when they were just in the beginning stages of this, and they didn't even feel Trump in at the time. It didn't sound like it. Maybe that was part of the game. But when Trump was up there, and I don't know who was talking, Fauci or somebody, and then they said we've gone to a live exercise. It's now a live exercise or something. And Trump said something like he whispered, nobody told me, or something like that. And anyways, they did somewhere at the beginning when they started bringing all this stuff out, and they seen people falling for it and going along with it. they went for it. They went for it. They went from just an exercise to a live exercise, right in live, right in what do they call it? Time, live time in live time. Is that what I'm trying to say? Yeah. So, anyways, um, yes, I feel like we are in full shit show mode. Wear the mask and not even question or think about it. Yeah, I mean, look at back years ago when Michael Jackson used to put mask on his kids. Do you guys remember that? So nobody would see what his kids look like, or to protect their privacy. And everybody flew off the handle about that. I remember that. And now everybody is like uh they're masking their kids up. And it's like how fear does that to people. Fear can make you change your mind like that. And that's the problem we have, is too many people are full of fear. Another thing is that this AI ordeal shit, this AI thing that's another whole thing. AI is getting control of a lot of things now. I don't know what AI is changing. I know AI is changing some stuff as far as past movies and stuff, because I watch Gunsmoke and stuff like that, and I was watching Wagon Train today, and they were having a conversation about this lady who was giving them a hard time. She didn't feel like she needed men's protection. Now this is back in the 1800s that supposedly they filmed Wagon Train in the 60s or whatever, 50s, whatever it was. But it's all about the old West. Well, anyways, the lady didn't want any help from a man and wanted to do her own thing. And the head of the Wagon Train guy, sat down and he said to McCullough, who's the wagon scout, he said, what is her problem? Is she some sort of sovereign biddy or something like that? I'm not sure what he said. I couldn't rewind it. You can't rewind it, so I couldn't. But he said sovereign biddy, something like that. And I'm like, why would they say that way back then? Why would he be saying sovereign? So I feel like that has been changed, like that was added in there somehow, because I've watched this Wagon Train for many years with my dad, and I've pretty much seen every episode. I don't know how many times, and I never heard them say anything about sovereign like that. Like it's going around now. People are claiming to be sovereign and all that, and we really are. We really are sovereign. We have our rights, and nobody can or should step in and try to take one of our rights away as a sovereign citizen. But anyways, I thought that was weird that he had said that, especially way back then, because if you're acting like 1800s, I wouldn't think people would be thinking of sovereignness when they were sovereign. You know, I mean, they had a lot of rights back then, and so there may be an answer to your question there, propagate. I mean, look at over the years how it has ramped up. So yeah, we are in a spiritual war, and it's getting you can't be on one side. You can't be in the middle anymore. You just can't be. You're either on one side or the other. And you know, hopefully, I'm not talking to just my subs now. I'm talking to everybody. Hopefully, y'all are on the right side. But you all know in yourselves what side you're on, and whatever side you're on, you got to be happy with it because who knows what it's for, how long it's for. Could be infinite or it could be eternity. That's a big one to think about. You really got to watch who you talk to or listen to on YouTube. You know, I mean, I'm not telling anybody what to believe. I will tell you my beliefs. I'll tell you what I'm doing. And you guys have seen me through many years now, my life, and you've seen my ups and my downs and my struggles. And not that I like that I'm out there like that. It just feels like it was done for a reason, and hopefully somebody got some kind of help out of what I've been doing, whether it was my my fall or my starting to rise back up. But yeah, it hasn't been an easy road. My whole life has been a struggle, but I think this was one of the hardest, though. I think this was the hardest. I've been thinking a lot about the last 4 months, and I've been thinking, how the fuck did I even do that? How did I pull that off? Because I would have never have thought that I would be able to pull off living in my car. And yeah, I may have had about, in the whole almost 4 months, I had approximately, maybe, if I was lucky, about 3 weeks of being in a actual bed. And like I said, that's being awfully generous because I don't even think it was 3 weeks that I even got for that. But I spent a lot of time in that car, and I just I think about it and I'm like, wow, I can't believe I slept in my car for that long, 3 months at least. Yeah, it also tells you that, or tells me that, which I've known through the years, the different things that I've been through. We adapt. We are very adaptable. We adapt to our situation, and yes, I think each and every one of you, if you learned anything from this, is that we don't realize what we are capable of, being put in the spot. Um, you know, it it was hard, but uh, I think the worst part about the whole ordeal was not that I wanted a place to call home, because someday I would like to be able to literally have some sort of camper and travel and do all that. But but even a camper you could use as a home, literally a home. But sleeping in a sedan, the hardest part about it was not having anywhere to go, like to call like home, or to like I had no destination. I didn't need to be anywhere. Uh, but the good part about it was I don't think I've ever been more free. Not I mean, who cares how fast I'm going? Who cares how long the line is in the supermarket or the gas station or whatever? It never mattered to me because I really had nowhere to go. So, and so that was different. You know, it's like now that I've got a house to be in, I'm in a hurry to go get done what I need to get done so I can get back and relax. And it's like, so that was really different, you know. So it's like not and it's kind of, you know, it's up and down in itself. Yeah, you're free, but it's awfully lonely. And you know, to just think, yeah, okay, you know, you know, I have people out there who care and who love me, but they're not with me right now, you know. And so it was pretty lonely. Even me being in my own this room, I'm having trouble with that. I'm having trouble with being in here, to tell you the truth. I mean, I like it and everything, and it's nice and cool and everything, but I don't feel like I'm getting done what I need to get done. So I don't know. It's just a lot of different feelings going through me right now. A lot of different changes and stuff. Uh, hey, Voynich, welcome. Nice that you can join us. And even though Trev can't talk, I got a message that he's in watching chat. Oh, and he sent me a text that says, "Shout out to Annette for acknowledging edging me in chat. I believe she thought I was propagating." Oh, okay. So let's go back. Yeah, Annette probably. You know, when I first saw his picture, I thought that was you too, actually. Um, but so Annette, oh, I gotta plug my phone in here. Trev says hi. So, but let's get back to the spiritual war. This is definitely a spiritual war going on. You can see the evil all around. You can see what they are. You know, they are literally poisoning the air, poisoning the food, destroying and burning everything up in America. They're giving everybody these jabberoos, trying to get everybody to mask up. I don't know. And people sit and they're worried about Russia. Another thing I heard is I guess in the news, I didn't see this in the news, but I'm going off of what another video said. And they said that on the news was they did show the video, by the way. So I do know that it was said on the news that that Russia, that they caught some Russian spy ships off of the shores of Hawaii. Well, in reality, that these Russian ships that they caught off Hawaii's borders was actual ships, medical ships, and they were there because they heard the American government, what they're up to, what they're doing to us Americans, their own people. Russia said if our government wasn't going to help Hawaiian people, Russia sent some medical ships over to offer help if needed. So there's the scoop on that one. So the media really, you can't believe a damn thing the media tells you. If you are believing anything that comes out of the media's mouth, you are being misled for sure, no doubt. That's proven fact. Why even watch the news? It's not worth it. It's all lies. Ooh, I can taste the lemon in there. Holy balls. Hoorah. Hoorah. Tough. I believe nothing they say. Absolutely nothing. Absolutely right, Voy. How are things going with you, by the way, Voy? Are you interested in coming on? Do you want to come on, Voy? Boo-boo, boo-boo. Oh, yeah, I heard Voy. I read your text. Did you get a strike or did you totally lose your channel? Sounds like you totally lost your channel. Well, as you might see, I have a new channel. Yes, I noticed your name. There was a little different. Let me see here. Post a comment. So if you come on, I'd be interested in hearing what happened, but obviously we don't want to repeat the scenario, so they can take this channel too. Because if I ever lost this channel, I'm not starting over. I'm done. If I was to do another channel, it probably wouldn't be on YouTube. Link the Voy's new channel. Okay, thanks, Annette. Yeah, so It's different. Oh, I finally think I got rid of the Mormon people. They haven't called me in a while, a couple days. um, hey, Melanie. Yeah. So, yeah, they took his whole channel this time. Must have been pretty bad, huh? Was it really, really bad what you said? Or what? Or was it something that you played on YouTube that you weren't supposed to play? They're buckling down on so much crap. It's you don't even know what the hell you can say and can't say anymore. It really um I think they rely on the politics of the day. It's like it changes all the time what you can say and what you can't say. Yeah. Um yeah. I don't even know what to say anymore. It's like how much can you say? Like either people, you know, some people are just so far into the system that there's no getting through to them at all. And I don't even, yeah, I try. I can't say I give up on it because like I said before, I don't think I'd ever give up on trying to wake people up. But I don't think they're meant to be woke up. I don't think they are. I think I think they're at where they're supposed to be. I don't think people actually get to certain stages until they're absolutely ready. I think that's one of the ways this life works. I'm known to be quite rude at times. Yes, I was. Oh, you're angry. You got kicked off because you're angry? Did you express certain things towards a certain court or something? Let them hit the snooze. But anyways, I just I don't know. Fuck. You know, I don't know. I wish I knew what was going on. I wish I had the ultimate proof to show you guys what's going on. But I can tell you for honest to God's truth, this is not no psyop. This is I am in a new reality. I don't know how I got here, but I am definitely in a new reality. Nobody can convince me that I'm misremembering certain things. And that's one thing. That's one thing they want to do is take your memories away from you. Just think if they got your memories where you couldn't remember anything, or you keep changing your memory, like, oh, it was this way, whatever. Go along with the flow, go along with the majority of the people. That's what it's like all the time with everything. You literally got to stand out as a loner to get a grasp on what is going on, and then you join together with the other people who are also loners, and your realities and your memories are matching up. Your memories even match the sheeple's memories until they take the download, and then they automatically have the new memory, what it's supposed to be here. It's very confusing. But I can say something supernaturally is definitely happening. It's amazing. This is really an amazing lives we live. We go through so much different scenarios in life, and I will say the biggest problem I'm still having is my anger. And I can't get a handle on that, on making that fuse any longer. So I don't know what, and I don't know why things upset me, because I know they're just there to do that, to set me off. Just like falling down one of these rabbit holes of politics or whatever, football, baseball, sports, whatever avenue you want to believe, whatever reality you want to believe, whatever you want to believe in that reality is true and real, when it's not. It's not. None of it is real. The only realism here is the other souls here. The other real actual souls here. That's the only thing that's real here. The rest is nothing but vibrations. Everything is vibrations, Even this dusk, how do we know it's a dusk? Because there is I believe a certain vibration that our bodies pick up and send to our nervous system in our eyes or whatever, and our eyes kind of have that. I think it's everybody is this body, everything here also is computer code, so it's not only vibrations, it's computer code. Man, there's a lot to learn about this place. I'm telling you, it's fascinating, and every day is a new learning experience. I don't think you can ever really know the truth about everything and anything and everything. I don't think it's possible. I think once we move on from here, we will have a great knowing, but I don't think we'll have a knowing of every possible situation and scenario. That's God's place, right? But it would be nice to know a lot more than just 1%. And I think that's about all our little brains here on Earth can handle. is 3D, because anytime anybody has ever taken any illicit drugs and they go in out of the 3D mode and starting to see other realities and other beings, really flips a person out, right? That would flip me out. I'd freak out. So we have a lot to learn and accept, because we have a hard time accepting our own people, our own kind here. So that just goes to tell you that a lot of us are in the young souls. I don't think there's too many real old souls here. There may be a few that are here to help, but I think there's a lot of young souls, because we, I mean, how do you determine an old soul anyways from a young soul? Because somebody could have stuck in this machine for a long time, or whatever this is, and reliving lives over and lives over. But before you got here and stuck here, how old were you on the other side? In the other planets you went to, how long have you been around? That's something in itself to learn, right? How old are you? You don't know. But I bet you feel young still. Even if you're a trillion and a trillion and a trillion and a trillion quadrillion years old, time doesn't matter. So there is no time. There's only time here. So I couldn't even imagine what it would be like without time, because that's how we put everything into perspective here, is through time. Everything is about time here. So now when we leave here, we're going to have to get used to not having time be a part of our everyday awareness. Am I right or am I right? Yeah, he could be. Good evening, all. Sorry I'm late. I was not home. I am now. Well, thank you, Cami. Welcome. Answer me this. How come FEMA got to Burning Man so quick, even before emergency vehicles? I have no idea. I don't know much about that Burning Man thing. I heard a little bit about it, but I don't know. I have no idea about it. I don't know anything about it, really. I just heard that there's like 70,000 people stuck in the mud down there. And I heard another channel talking about how it was all fake. There weren't really anybody stuck in the mud. So I don't know. I didn't do enough research on it. Why are helicopters dropping millions of mosquitoes in Baltimore this past weekend? I don't know. Probably the same reason why they did it in Florida years back. They put some mosquito, I don't know, rebreeded mosquitoes or something. I don't know what the fuck they were doing. But yeah, they're always up to no good. I noticed on autocorrect, and it does it to me all the time, this system does not like the word love. Has it happened to you guys? And it happens not every time, but a lot of times. A lot of times. It will change love to live, Live. all the time. Not all the time, but a good majority of the time it will change it. And so this system, it does not even like the word love. 73,000 people trapped in human waste. Bill Gates' brother? What? Yeah, I don't know. I heard there's a whole thing to the even the why they were gathering there. Human man burning or human burning. What did they call it? What the hell did they call that? Burning Man. Okay, so this is what I heard the history on Burning Man. I've never heard this before, but they used to gather people up and put them in this big thing that looked like a man, big statue. They would pile people in there and then they would burn them. That's why they call it the Burning Man. Now, I don't know how much of that is true. This is the first I've ever heard of it. People trapped in Burning Man mosquitoes is Bill Gates' okay. Yeah, his genetically altered mosquitoes, yeah. Yeah, I mean they released them back in Florida a few years ago. So I didn't know that they did it again. You know, that's what I'm saying. It's a war. Oh, it's not true, Chloe. What is the whole thing about the Burning Man? Can you tell us? Because I don't know. That's just what I heard. Yeah, not true about history, Burning Man. The mosquitoes are gigantic. Voice channel is down. Sub to his new one. Thanks, Melanie. Just a bunch of middle class junkies in the desert doing dope. Yeah. Based off an old ritual, and most people probably don't even realize they are participating. Yeah, what's the ritual on that? What is the ritual about Burning Man? I've never heard this before. I've never heard about Burning Man before. Oh, I keep forgetting that the lemon is really strong in this one. I made this one strong. I put too much lemon in there. You're gonna have to hold on, guys. Just a second. I gotta get some iced tea out. Let's add some iced tea. Yeah, I'm telling you what to say because I don't want you to know how I feel about you. I hate when they make that like that. They make them caps so hard to open. There we go. Yeah. There we go. Put the cap on. Put it on. Put it on. Oh, sure, Cammy. Then why bother even showing up? I'm just kidding. You gotta work at 5. That sucks. I'm glad they shut down the airport so none of the rich tech yuppies could fly out. Do you think there was anybody actually stuck? His lips are stuck on pucker. You are a hard-working gal, Cammy. Yeah, she is. She's always working. Yeah, pretty much Paris Hilton is one of them trapped there. Yeah, right. Them guys got so much money, they could get a fucking helicopter in there any time to pull their asses out of there, I'm sure. I don't think I don't know. I really can't really talk about it because I don't know the situation. I don't even know what the hell it was all about. What were they gathering there really for? And where were they? Where are they? Where the hell are they? That they're stuck in? Are they in Louisiana? I mean, where in the United States can you really get that stuck in mud? Maybe Florida. There are a lot of swamps there. Louisiana. I don't know where. But anyways, as far as where we are now, every time I hear another scenario about what could possibly be happening with the Mandela effect and everything, I love hearing people's thoughts about it, but every time it still brings me back to I think I died. And I just feel very strongly that I died in my old timeline, and maybe I've died a few times before that. I don't know, but somehow, some way, I do feel like this is another timeline. This is another. Could be another world like Earth, but see, I don't believe in the spinning ball either anymore. I'm a total flat earther. Totally. You can't convince me anymore, you lying fuckers, that we are spinning. I don't know how fast you guys say we're spinning, but we're spinning pretty fast. How I ever bought that to begin with, I always did think about that though. Like, how the hell does this work? Because I would think we would all be flying off this ball. But yeah, we have been lied to our whole lives. So even on my old reality, we were being lied to. But my old reality didn't seem as harsh as this one. And the weirdest thing is, when I got to this one, I lost 3 relatives in the same year. My dad, my cousin, and my uncle. All within 6 months of my death. Of my supposed death. Almost dying. the closest people that were to me, pretty much, passed away. You know, so I don't know what the hell is happening here. And why do we get stuck with so many people who don't see what's going on? Why? Why are we stuck with people that are not awake? That tells me one of two things. Either we are here to help them wake up, or they're just not at that level yet. They haven't reached that level yet. I don't know. It's crazy. And by no means do I think I'm fucking anything special. This, you know, if you would have asked me when this first happened, am I glad that this happened? I would have said, hell no. Whatever the fuck's happening, take it back. But if you ask me today, I'm glad for the experience, and I'm glad to be able to see this. I don't know for what worth it is that we don't fall for their tricks when a majority of the people do. What, you know, I don't get it. Why? That's my biggest question, I think. Why can only a small amount of people see this? And why us? Why me? I mean, I'm really nobody. Surely he could have picked somebody that was much more obedient than I ever was. But I'm not complaining. I am happy that I'm able to see this, no matter what it brings me. Death in this reality could be, who knows? But I'll take it because I'm not afraid to die. And I don't think we ever do die. I don't think we do. I'm not sure how this all works, but how long, if it's almost like it's when I seen that series Westworld, I like to watch it again. But I seen that series, I binge watched that series, and I'll tell you, that looks a lot like what's happening because of the fact that she started to have memories, and they were real memories, but everybody, nobody had she couldn't convince anybody that of these memories until they were able to get it themselves, till they were able to come across waking up themselves. But she lived that same life. I often thought that. Do we live the same life over and over and over? Because sometimes I feel like I've been here before. Not here, but I've had that deja vu many times. But then after I got Mandela affected in 2016, I didn't have a deja vu for years. And I've had one or two of them, but not very many. I barely even really dream anymore. I'm sure I'm dreaming. I just can't remember them. I wonder how many people really know that are awake, that really know what is going on. Like, does anybody here on Earth have that knowledge of exactly what is happening? I'm sure some people have close, maybe not all the knowledge, but they've got to know. The rich elites have to know at least a little bit in advance what's going to happen, unless they're pulling all the strings, so they would know absolutely what's going to happen. Yeah. So anyways, so I think we're going to keep it short tonight because I am still running off the free hours and I don't want to run them all up. I think I'm probably at 8 already, so. But I appreciate everybody AGC. Hey, all just got here. People are reporting that that's a Mandela effect in the Omicron. I have to look at it, but I heard somebody talking about that, the smelling of it. I think they took the N out of it now. So you actually wrote it the old way. So go look up how a news report of how they're spelling that Omicron. They actually, from what I heard, the Mandela effect is they took the N out of it. Now, I don't know. I haven't done a lot of research. Maybe I shouldn't even brought it up. But people are reporting that just turned to Omicron for them and all of us before solid change within a week after that variant was announced for them. And all of us before solid change within a week. I don't believe anybody here knows 100% what's going on. Oh, how long? I didn't even realize that I was I wasn't showing myself.
Good morning, Patrick. Can you hear me?
Hey boy, I can hear you. The only reason I am bringing you on, boy, because I was about to close it out, is because you lost your channel and we want to get your new channel out there. So I hate that. I don't know whether to ask you what happened or what, because I don't want to get you on the warpath again or whatever happened, whatever they are saying.
I don't know. I just remember that I was kind of explicit in my expressions. Like probably that we need to we need to eliminate the force that's doing this to us, and something like that. I don't know. They're always very vague about it, you know.
Yeah. Okay. CJC. Why did you just take the N out of your own spelling of Omicron? You took the N out. Did you do that on purpose or what? Because that is supposedly the Mandela effect. You originally wrote it with the N in it, and now you're writing it without. Now you wrote it without the N.
Oh, is that a Mandela effect? So it's Omicron?
Yeah, yeah. They took the N. They
Wow.
took the N out of Omicron. It was spelled with an N in there
Wow.
a long time ago. You noticed? Oh, you noticed the spelling a long time ago?
No,
Yeah, right.
I never heard of it. I always thought of it as Omicron.
Oh
Now
yeah. No, Jace.
it's
I'm not
Omicron.
very good with spelling, so it's not a Mandela. It looks right with the N in it to me, but I don't know because mis- spelling Mandela effects, they don't resonate with me because I'm a bad speller and I couldn't remember. But I mean, something like Looney Tunes, I know that one because I remember seeing that it was TOONS. I remember seeing it that way. Um, and now
Right.
it's TUNES. But anyways, so what's going on with what happened?
Dude, I don't know. I mean, you know how they are. They would just bust you, and your channel's gone. So I already had 2 strikes, and now I had three, and channel's gone.
Uh, you know what's really weird
I
with
said, I
you?
said to myself and everybody else that if I would lose this channel, I won't come back. But just like you said, but you will. I know you will.
Yeah. Hey, I gotta tell everybody this. I gotta ask everybody a question. Everybody, take a look at Voynich right now and tell me, does he not with light? Now Voynich has lighter hair. We all know that, but does he not look like Johnny Depp right now?
No, no, not at all.
I think you do.
I've
You
heard
got
that
that
before that
whole.
I look like Johnny Depp, but no, dude, no, I don't look like Depp at all.
Just got a little bit lighter hair. That's all.
Dude got a feminine
Voyvin
face.
is your first.
Johnny Depp has a feminine face, like with a small chin and a.
Melanie says he's hot.
I've heard that
And
before.
that's a no. And that says you're hot too.
Oh, oh, oh! I'm old,
Oh boy.
ladies. I'm old too. I'm an old man.
Everyone saw it change. I have freaking shifted. Voywin is your first day at your new job.
9/11.
Really? What? So what job did you get? What are you doing?
I'm gonna be a carpenter in the landscaping business.
Hmm.
Yeah,
That's cool.
I think so.
Did you guys there? Do you guys see a pattern here of people? The people are going back to work like us. Like a lot of people in our surroundings are going back to work. It's so weird. Like things happen in like like when people have troubles or whatever's going on, it seems to run the course of other people going through shit too at the same time. But now everybody's getting jobs, and it seems like everybody's getting jobs in the community. I don't
I
know.
don't
It's
know.
just kind of weird.
I just heard about Brian Stavely, but and me, but that's it.
And me,
And you? Okay.
I'm bartending.
Oh, you
So that's three.
yeah.
Yeah, so that's three of us out of just we don't really have a whole huge following, and that's just three. I think I heard Crunchy B was. I thought he was. I heard somewhere he
Get
was
the
going back
business.
to work.
Well,
Yeah, so that's good. I don't know if it's good or not really, because is that telling us that we're falling back into the system, or I mean, obviously we got to do what we got to do, to catch up and pay
I'm gonna
bills.
give it another try.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I think too. But I also need to pay some bills.
And And the thing is, I used to be in the hospitality business mainly, and well, you get to meet all kinds of people, right? And people are so superficial, and people are so normie, ultra normie, that it's very, it becomes a very superficial experience, right?
Mm.
But just doing some carpenter work will not. I mean, that's mostly just working, mostly just solving problems and coming up with things, and just production. So, but the whole social thing, to be honest, working together with people again, having some super superficial conversations on the job. I don't know how that will go. But it's not.
Yeah,
I don't want to wake people up. I don't want to tell them where I am or whatever. But then again, how do you keep that hidden, right? If they tell you like, oh,
yeah, that's the thing. I can't be fake.
yeah,
I can't live two separate lives.
yeah, same.
Here I am awake, and I would be afraid that I would fall back into the system by hanging around them too much, because then I would completely be hooked on their conversations, watching what they want to watch on the boob tube, because they'll have it on, or I have to have it on for the people, whether it be sports or a movie, it's on, for them to watch. So, and there's no getting around the news. I mean, I could turn the news. I never had to watch the news while I was there, but who knows? Someday maybe they may be watching the news when I go in.
Right? That would
So
be a horror scene for me too. Like working in this company where they have this stupid radio blasting this music all day in the news. I would be like, no, that's impossible. I can't do that. No, I couldn't do that. No.
right.
But I already visited the company, and they're not playing loud music. They're not playing music whatsoever. So that's a good thing. I can't stand those kind of working environments where they just play music all day long. The most stupid things, the most stupid. Oh, no, no, can't do it. No, no.
Hey, Wolfman Jack.
Hey,
Hey, David.
Is Trev in backstage or what?
Yeah, I told him earlier that, because I don't want people coming in and just sitting there. They have to join in the conversation, and Trav likes to just sit there. So I told
Yeah,
him
he does.
if he's going to come in, he has to join the conversation. But I wasn't planning on going. I wasn't planning on keep going. That's why I said
Yeah.
the only reason I'm bringing you on is because you lost your
Okay.
channel, and I want to get that out there. I don't want to start bringing a whole bunch of people on here.
Okay. Okay.
But so nothing
Yeah, no,
against you, Trev.
no bad feelings. Yeah.
But yeah, I did say it when I brought you in. The only reason I'm going any further with this is because you lost your channel, and I didn't know what was going on with your channel, and you started a new channel. So how many people are subbed to you right now on your new channel?
40, 43, 45. Something like
Okay. How many subs did you have on your other one?
430, 480, 450. I don't remember, dude.
Oh, wow. That sucks. That sucks when
Yeah.
you work, you have it for so long. People get used to who you are. And I've even, when I tried to make my name shorter about a month ago, and I took out the Pat Roberts and just left our new timeline. Can you believe it? Even same picture, I didn't change the picture. Nobody knows. I mean, there were a couple people that called me out and
I
knew who I
noticed.
was, but a lot of people didn't know really who I was. And I'm like,
Yeah.
how the hell do you not know? There ain't no other Our New Timeline around.
We are animals of
uh,
custom and custom. We are, how do you say?
right, right,
We are habitual animals. So if something is off,
right,
we will
exactly.
just we don't even notice it. Or yeah,
Yeah. But yeah, that sucks, man. I'm sorry that happened to you. But that definitely could happen to any one of us any day, every
dude, it
day.
feels so horrible. The first time, what they took my channel, and then you read the message, and I don't even read the message. It's like, yeah, you can make an objection or you can make an appeal, yeah, and I'm like, yeah, what the fuck? That doesn't even help. So, and it really feels very bad for the first hour. And then I think like I'm not gonna make another channel. I'm done. I'm going to Rumble. I think no, no. I need to stay in contact with all my friends. So yeah, of course I was making a new channel, within an hour. So yeah,
mm,
and you will do the same,
yeah,
Patrick. I'm 100% sure that if you lose your channel, you will create another channel. I might be wrong. I might be
yeah.
But
No,
you're saying it so
I
hard
mean,
and definitely. So like, oh, if they're gonna take it now, they can have it. No, no, you will return to.
hey,
I,
yeah. I mean,
I hope.
I probably would.
Yeah,
I probably would. I just wouldn't go all out like I would really back off a lot though, probably.
yeah,
Because now it would be like what or I would either back off or I would go full force into saying any fucking thing I wanted to because if I'm starting a new channel, take it any fucking day because this one don't mean jack shit to me at all. I can start another one and another one and another one. I might have that attitude to
yeah.
just spew a bunch of truth and keep going
Yeah, I
at
guess
it.
I guess I wasn't very careful with my channel, and I knew that I was more careful than I used to be with this channel because
Yeah,
because it was already my third channel, and but hey, I wasn't careful enough. Simple as that. I should have just kept to the habit that when I stream, I just delete the stream afterwards. That's it's just a good habit to have.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And it kind of sucks that you have to do that because it's nice to go back and look at what you were
Yeah,
talking about a year ago versus what's going on today. So that kind of sucks, and they know what they're doing. That they put people in that position to have to do that. If you want to talk any truth, or as much truth as you would like to, you're gonna have to delete it right
yeah,
away.
yeah,
And they know that. They know that.
yeah. Just to make myself some coffee.
I was thinking the same thing. That's what I was just gonna do when I ended the stream was make a cup of coffee. I think I'm going to just mute my camera and go make a cup of coffee. I guess if I'm going to be on for a little bit longer, Trev, if you want to come back, if you're listening, might as well bring
Yeah,
you
if
on.
you want to make some coffee, I will sing Ave Maria when you're doing it. Okay.
You'll
Ave
do what?
Maria. I will sing Ave Maria or something else. You don't know it.
Yeah, if you want to sing, you go for it.
Strangers in the night.
Yeah, no, yeah, I always take a dump whenever I have a cup of coffee. Yes, I have to take a dump, and I'm going to get a cup of coffee. So as soon as I get that cup of coffee, I'm going to go take a dump. Yeah, you guys can hear that, because I guess every time I sip, it sounds like, or I don't know what it sounds like. Sounds like I guess I'm going to the bathroom. I think Voy started that one.
Was that on your stream once that I forgot to mute and you heard me take a dump? Like plunk.
No, you started when I'm drinking my coffee and I'm got my camera, muted or whatever, and so you can't see me, but I'm sipping my coffee, and you said something about, what are you going to the bathroom or something? And I'm like, what? And then I was like, oh, I'm sipping my coffee, and you were like, yeah, it sounds like you're taking a dump. So that's where that all started from. So now every time Melanie gets on here and I'm gonna drink some coffee, she says that I'm gonna take a dump, but I'm gonna go get my camera, or I mean my coffee. I'm gonna go get some coffee. So, but I mean, I can still talk to you. I have a Bluetooth headset I'm on, so
Oh wow.
I can still hear you as I'm making my coffee here. Gotta get a cup. I went and bought some coffee tonight. I can't believe, just for the smallest jar, it was like $4 and some cents. And that was like probably 8 ounces. 8 ounces, 4 ounces. Like, what the fuck? Am I buying crack here or what? Fucking pretty soon you're only going to be able to get coffee by the gram. Oh, and I heard about what the hell caught fire? Oh, a Walmart. Did you hear about that? A Walmart caught fire in the United States somewhere? I just heard it before I came online. I don't know where it happened or anything. Did anybody hear about that Walmart that caught fire? I don't know. I heard somebody was talking about it before I came online, and they were saying how that was very suspicious because it started out as a grass fire behind Walmart, and they supposedly had it under control, and then all of a sudden the middle of Walmart's burning. Inside Walmart is up in flames. It's like, how does that happen? Right? How does that happen? It doesn't happen. A grass fire turns into a burning. I don't know if Walmart burned to the ground or not, but it must have, because they said the people were out of jobs and shit. Anybody? I can't see chat right now, but anybody hear about that? Hey, welcome. Need to connect. She's Reagan's mom. I don't know what they're talking about because I can't see chat. Hold on, guys. I'll look at chat in a second. And Trev, did you come in yet? Nope. Trev, if you're listening, you can come back in.
Round 2 of my coffee.
Oh boy. And then oh crap. What do you take in your coffee? Just sugar?
No, honey, dude. Honey.
Oh, honey.
Yeah. The only sugar that I eat is inside of products, and I don't eat much candy, hardly ever. The other day I bought some licorice, but it's still here. But it's a first bag of sweets that I bought myself for, I think, in a year or so.
Yeah, that's pretty damn good.
Yeah. I bought myself some cookies too, but they're still closed.
Cookies are candy now,
Yeah,
basically.
yeah, they are.
So let's see. Do I want to add creamer? I probably shouldn't,
Creamer.
but mm, but I don't have any honey. I don't have any honey. Yeah, I take just like half and half. I know that's not good either, but it's better than what I used to drink. As long as we're improving, you're okay. One step at a time.
Hey, need to connect us in the house.
Connectors.
Need to connect.
Mm. Oh, hey, need to connect. Welcome. There. Okay. Oh, philosopher. Hey, welcome.
Philo fire. Philo fire.
Philofire?
Philo fire.
Philosopher. Philofire.
Have you
I
tried to
always
type?
thought it was philosopher.
If you try to type her name in chat, right, and you press enter, it will not show in the chat. It will just give you this this icon. This
Oh, really?
yeah. Same as if you type in kappa, it will show a moon, right? Same thing happens with her name. I mean, you can write a whole message. You can write a whole message, and then you just enter the double dot. Oh, dude, the double dot and a 3. The whole message disappears. It's
Oh,
horrible.
really?
Yeah, it's really horrible. It's like, what? I've written such. So I don't say nothing to Phil of Fire for that reason. Like, yeah, I can't even talk to you because of your silly thing that's happening with the icon there with the emoji. Just don't call me Phil.
Coconut milk, my favorite. Half and half good too. Voice channel is down. Here's the new link. Thanks, Melanie. Need to connect. Welcome. I think I said
Zach,
that already.
Zach is his name, right? Need to connect. His name is Zach, if I'm not mistaken. I might be mistaken. I always connect. I always think of Crunchy Bee and Squeeze when I those are the two guys that I connect with. Need to connect.
No, I wasn't flashing my eyes at you, boy. I was, doing the eye light thing.
No, I wasn't looking.
It was kind of funny because after I did that, you did a double take, and I'm like, oh, I wonder if he thought I was doing that.
No, I wasn't looking. Yeah, so I've been harvesting my first cannabis. Quite a success. Very small plant, like 2 feet high, but I think a good maybe ounce and a half. That's a nice yield for such a small plant.
Yeah. That's pretty good.
Yeah, and it actually gave me some seeds, a whole lot of seeds, like 8 seeds already. See how those go.
Oh, I wasn't supposed to put myself on camera. Now, okay, here we go. Listen.
Taking a dump.
WTG Voy Cat Orange Whistling. Although the Tushy sure does like having its own toilet. That public restroom shit was getting old. I was so sick and tired. I mean, yeah, okay, we clean our toilets once in a while, but you don't have to clean them every time, right? You don't clean it every time before you want to go to the bathroom.
Not me.
Well,
my wife. My wife should do that. Yeah.
Yeah, no, but I had to do that everywhere I went. And some people, how can some people be so disgusting? How can they wear, like, how can they,
Dude, I'm a man alone.
how are they
Dude,
wearing
I'm a man living
clothes?
just by myself. So be careful what you say.
I just don't see how people can get away with walking through a store because they gotta be smelling like straight up shit. Because it sure to hell looks like they don't know how to wipe their ass when it's all over the toilet seat, right? How do you do that? How is that possible?
Yeah.
Oh, so yeah, I'm so glad the public restroom shit is done with for a while.
I can imagine.
There's some pretty sick people out there, I'll tell you.
Yeah. And there's a lot of them out there that aren't people, I guess.
Oh, and that one time I complained. I said, "Can somebody clean this bathroom up?" And the guy was just he was just coming in to actually go to the bathroom, and he was a worker there. And I said, "Can somebody clean this bathroom up?" And he went in and he looked in the stall and he goes, "Clean what up?" I said, "You can't see that all over the toilet seat?" He goes, "Oh, that's not bad."
That's always been there. That's okay. That's how it ought to be.
I'm like, wow, are you serious?
Yeah.
I just was like, whatever, dude.
Yeah.
You can sit in it then, because I ain't cleaning that up. I will pinch it until the next store.
Yeah. I guess that's why I got my job so quickly and instantly, right? They're like, this guy knows how to work. Yeah, we need that. And then they probably have a lot of young people that don't even know how to work.
Yeah, I'm sure.
They didn't say that many words, but I that's what I got from them.
I can tell that's probably what's going on because the service around here has gone dramatically down everywhere.
Same here, dude. When you talk about the cleaner, man, the guy that cleans up, the cleaner in this building, he just does what he needs to do, but he doesn't check whether it works, right? So he just makes everything wet and then dry, and then his job is done. But the stains are still there, right?
Right.
And I'm like,
oh.
The stains are there for already 6 weeks, same stains. And then he comes to me and says, "Oh, hey chef," because he thinks I'm in charge of everything because I take care of the flowers and I say hi to everybody. So, dude, I'm not in charge of. Yeah, but they say that I'm not doing my job well and this and that. I said, don't come complaining to me. I didn't tell you. I didn't tell your boss. It's somebody else. I said, and by the way, did you see this floor that you just cleaned? He said, yeah. I said, well, what about those stains? Yeah, but they were already there. I said, yeah, just do it. I said, just close the door. Okay. I don't have time for this. You're the
Yeah.
cleaner, man. There's stains on the floor, and you're telling me, you're explaining to me that these stains should be there when you're the cleaning man, dude. I didn't say piss off, but I said I don't have time for this. I need to have my breakfast. Thank you. I just can't
Uh,
stand these people, dude. I mean, I've been a cleaner too, for some time. I couldn't. I
uh,
couldn't do that. I could not do that. I could not leave
yeah,
some
I
floor behind in that way if you're the cleaner. And then each and every week, the same floor, the same stains, wash over them and just leave the stains there. And just, okay, I'm getting used to these stains. They belong to the floor. Like,
uh, you know, I was a worked in park services in one of the theme parks, and I don't think I ever, and we had to change the trash, to clean the toilets, make sure the restroom had toilet paper, all that
yeah.
good stuff, right? Empty trash or the smoking
It's the most important.
cans.
It's the most important job on the camping. It is the
Yeah,
most
and
important.
I don't think I ever came across a mess like some of the messes I came across. You
Right.
know, I'm just like, this is starting to look not, and I'm not putting the South down, but when I was in my 20s and I was traveling back and forth to Florida all the time, and as I go from north to south, you would see uh, the work ethic go down a little bit,
Yeah.
because in the South they were much more laid back,
Yeah.
and so
It's
they
like that
didn't take real
throughout
good
Europe
care
too.
of their bathrooms. Yeah, so they didn't take too much, too good of care of their bathrooms and stuff like that. And so that's what I see now everywhere. It's just that the service, even up at the cash register and all that, even the stocking in the shelves, it's all gone downhill.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not because we don't have product, it's because they don't have the workers to put it out. I mean, because I walked in Walmart the other day, and their clothing sections are just overfull of clothes. So it's not that they don't have the stock to do this shit. It's just they just don't have the workers to put it out,
Yeah. Yeah.
keep up with it.
And the workers that they have
Uh,
are just pretty much moronic, right? It's not
yeah,
like
right.
you really have to tell them what to do, and then when they stop doing it, come ask you again, like, what's next? Because otherwise they will just
Yeah,
do it and stop and just sit down.
right.
It's like,
Yeah, I think it's break time. Yeah, right. Well, I'll sit here until he comes and tells me to do something
right?
next.
Well, you told me to do that, and I'm done. So,
Yeah, right. That must be sad. Oh, that must be sad.
Yeah. So I think I told them, like, you can also put me in charge of a group. I can tell people what they do, what to do, and they looked at me and said, "Yeah, I think you can do that too, right?" So yeah.
Hey, welcome, Kevin Galloway. Yeah. So
But I'm
everybody's
very
enjoying the
very used,
conversation.
I'm
Good.
very used to getting the job just instantly, and this time it was the same. Just have a conversation, and it's pretty much a done deal after that. But yeah.
I know. I was thinking that today as I was coming home from the grocery store,
Mhm.
I seen a help wanted sign for a warehouse forklift driver. And I'm like, shit, I could handle something like that. I mean, that's a job I could be doing, but realistically, the hours that they would want me to put in, I don't know if I could handle it at this point. And so I'm thinking, man, as many jobs as there are out there right now, I could have a pick of
Yeah.
jobs, whatever I wanted to do right now.
Yeah.
But it sucks that I'm in this predicament where my body's so fucked up that I don't know. Like, I think I told you guys earlier, I bartended on Thursday night
Mhm.
or Friday night. I don't remember. It was Friday night. I bartended 8 hours by myself, and I was pretty much on my feet the whole 8 hours, except for the last half hour. So, um, the next day, it took me the whole day to recoup because I was in so much pain. My back, I couldn't even get my back to straighten out. Like I was like, oh, it was painful. I'm telling you. Um, so it took a whole day. I'm like, how the fuck could I do something more? What if I would have had to go back in the next day? There's no way I wouldn't have been able to do it. I was barely able to walk the next day. So I don't know. Yeah, I know you. I know. Yeah, you say I could do it. I don't know, bro. I was in some fucking serious pain. And when I'm in pain, that's why I stay away from people really, because when I'm in a pain a lot, but when I'm in pain, when I'm in a lot of pain, I'm an asshole because I'm really short fused.
Yeah.
I don't want to be talking to people. I don't want to text people. I just want to be left in my own misery, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But I mean, isn't it an option to do part-time?
Oh yeah. I mean, that's what I am now. Basically, I'm just a fill-in right now. Whenever somebody is either sick or they need a day off, basically.
Hmm.
So yeah. So I'm not at this. I'm not getting many hours at all. And when I do get them, they're in a bunch at a time, like 8 hours.
Oh,
But I won't see another full day until this coming Saturday. I work this coming Saturday, open to close. So like I'll get a bunch of hours that day, and then I probably won't see any more hours for another week or so.
yeah.
So that hurts. It really does because I'm trying to figure out how to make more money, but yet get my body, up to the point where it can handle doing this stuff because I haven't worked in a while, and this neuropathy, nobody knows what a person goes through unless you're in their shoes. I can't stand people that say, well, do this, do that. I mean, I get people are trying to help, but it's like,
You just don't believe in
I,
yourself. All you have to do is believe
yeah,
it. Just manifest it.
and,
It'll all be okay. Somehow, you just don't grant it to yourself. You just don't really
exactly.
believe in it, Patrick. That's yeah.
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 But who knows? With winter coming around, I may get a lot of hours in, especially if they start pushing that whatchamajigger. And once one person comes down with it, everybody's going to be so afraid that they're going to get it, they may not want to come in to work.
I don't
So,
think so, dude. I don't think so.
yeah, not this time. I don't think they'll get that many people buffaloed this time. But I didn't think it would happen the first time.
Right? That was such a big success. I remember my first reaction was like, the devil must be laughing inside of me. Like, oh, I knew it would be a success, but 99%. Yeah,
Right.
I knew that many people would take it, but 99%. Get out of here, these stupid people. Let's kill them all off. They deserve it.
I I can't believe that even some of these Hollywood actors were falling for it. I
Well,
mean, there's a lot of actors that have died because of that. Because they got they got the C19er Jabiru. They all fell for it,
yeah.
or at least the ones that wanted to keep working fell for it. But you know, they're not needed as much anymore, are they? Or they're just trying to get rid of the older ones to bring in the new ones. I guess I don't know.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's all about repopulation, right? And they're
Right.
they're they're working on that. I mean, the whole yeah, same's going on in Europe, right? With the immigration policies and
Yeah, that was my next thing I was going to bring up. Annette says, "Didn't you say he closed his business down last time?" Yes, he sure did. He closed it down. He closed the whole bar down for 2 months straight. Can you imagine taking 2 months of losses?
crazy.
That's that. Wow. That's he.
It's gonna
When he
take you
told
a
me
couple of
that,
years. It's gonna take you a couple of years to get over that. It's gonna take you at least 2 or 3 years to even that out.
yeah. So that tells me something about him. And so I didn't dare bring up anything about the C19er or anything like that because I already know what his stance is going to be. You're not going to get him to believe anything other than what he's been told.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, if they do, I could. They may not be able to get people to mask up like they did, but I think they might be a little bit more forceful as far as the Jabiru goes. Like you can't shop here or whatever unless you have that. It's going to be kind of like the mask thing. Way the mask thing was last time, you couldn't go into stores and shit like that. Well, now it's not going to be the mask as much. It's going to be the Jabiru. Did you get the Jabiru? If not, you can't come in here.
Yeah.
I think that's where we're heading in October.
The effect is going to be a split because
A lot of people aren't.
they're going to bring it down so hard that it's going to be like Mark of the Beast, right? Oh, if you don't do it, then it's really an absolute no go. It's going to be like a 99% exclusion. And
Well, I think a lot of people are going to do it just because they have to keep working. They're going to say in order to keep your job, you're going to have to, this time you're going to have to do it to keep your job. And I think that's where that's where they're going to get a lot of people.
And, but there's also a lot more people that are going to say no. And so they're pushing this to push the divide, to push the separation. And so that a war will come from that, or a revolution or guerrillas
well, they're really they're trying to push Russia into a war, and Russia just ain't falling for it.
No, because they know Russia knows that if Russia's gonna strike, it's gonna be a pretty disaster. It's gonna be a disaster. Did you see what they did to the bunker in the Ukraine? Wow. The weapons that these Russians have are like unequivocal. That nobody has those kind of weapons. Nobody. So.
Well, like what happened?
You can't win from Russia because they have this rocket system that's like, it rules, dude. It rules, and they know it. They know it.
I don't know who it was a long time ago told me.
What do you think they keep fighting them? with this old material, because the Russians, right? They still have some honor. They still have some honorability left. They're like, if you're just throwing stones at us, we're not going to shoot you with lasers. We're just going to hold up a shield, to defend us from the stones. We're not going to shoot you with lasers. That's what's happening now. Russia's completely holding back. Like, guys, come on, stop throwing these stones, okay? Because what we have in the back. But they're not going to use it. They're not going to use it. They're honorable fighters.
Yeah.
You can only push.
No, right.
You can keep poking the bear. You can keep poking the bear, literally, because it is the bear, only for so long,
To be honest with you, I would like to see if Biden tries to get us into this war, because Biden knows his time is short. And if he tries to push this war forcible, and I'm hoping that everybody in the military lays down their arms and says, fuck you. I'm not fighting your fucking war.
Well, that will only be the smart guys, and there's not too many smart guys in the army. But there is, of course, there's also a lot of intelligence in the army, but most of them are just soldiers that only start to think and only start to research once they are back from a tour. Like, what did I actually do?
That's why they like to take the young guys, because the young guys aren't thinking yet. They're, it's they're all gun ho,
Yeah. So the only
David says, you believe that, Voynich? It's all by design. Oh yeah, all this shit is by design.
Yeah. It's all scripted.
See, I was reading the script to Fast Times at Ridgemont High, and early on in a dinner scene, they mentioned a table named C19. Are you serious? That's funny. Yeah, no, you can see script for. I've been seeing that too in different. What was I watching? Not only the Wagon Train, where you could see. That's why I'm wondering if AI has any control in changing these movie scripts. How like anything on the internet that you punch up, what AI, you would think AI has access to if it's on the internet. So I would think it would be able to change anything that we see on the internet. So, some people even say that we could be in a simulation, within a simulation, within a simulation, within another simulation. Just like that game that people play, Sims, where soon they're going to be given.
Also have Sims. Where the Sims are also playing Sims, right?
Yeah, right. They're supposed to be given Sims an upgrade, and so Sims, somehow you're going to be able to talk to the characters. I guess I don't know how that's going to work. But it won't be talking. It'll be like typing. You'll be able to type the characters and tell the characters what to do by typing or whatever. I don't know. Anyways, I don't know. It's supposed to get some sort of upgrade, but that gives it some sort of intelligence. And so if you give that Sims enough intelligence, at some point it's going to start doing what I'm sure mankind has been trying to do here too. So it's like, and then whoever controls that Sims will probably have their own reset, because people are starting to wake up too much. So they have to reset them and kill everybody off, burn the land down, rebuild back better, build back better, build back better.
this is. I mean, if you look at the system that we are living in, this is only sustainable until the next destruction. Because this is what this system is built upon. Like to build it up, then to destruct it, and then build it up again. That's what they've been doing. It's not
Right.
that
That's
is
what Obama and them have been talking about for years. That's what they signed by the 9/11 memorial. Build back better. We something, and we will come back stronger. But they've been bragging about build back better. So
because
and
they
that
destroy.
look what
Because
they're
if
doing.
Yeah, because if you don't give their land, if you don't give them their land or you won't sell it, then they will just destroy it and kill you, and then start building again. That's what they do.
Yeah.
I mean, it's as old it is as old as the world is.
Yeah, no, absolutely. History does not have to repeat itself, but there ain't enough people to stop it from doing that. There's not enough, there's never enough people to absolutely, so far, obviously, so far, there hasn't been enough people. But I think there has been a great awakening that maybe this time we have the edge, I think, because they're scared. And they're obviously scared.
I don't think they're scared, dude. These people are so stupid.
I think so.
These people are so stupid. They're beyond scared. They are. They are. It's not. I don't think there's something in their brain or in their body that still says.
Do you think they're?
These are
Do you
so
think they're
arrogant.
showing themselves by accident, or they just don't care anymore? Do you think they're that stupid that they're fucking up here and there on purpose or on accident?
No, on purpose. So just because the guys that actually steer this whole thing, from the top, are behind the curtains, and we don't know their names. It's not Putin. It's not Trump. It's not Biden. It's not Bill Gates. It's not Fauci. No, they want you to. Of course, it's them too, but they are working. They're working out somebody else's mission.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So there's probably another. There's another, how do you say, echelon above that. And then above that is the devil himself.
I was wondering today, I'm like, I wonder if the Old West actually really happened.
Most likely not. Most likely not. Like with cowboys and Indians?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Not very likely.
And like when Columbus was the first one over here, supposedly, and he's the one that's seen the Indians. Well, however that story goes, I don't think that happened.
No.
I'm starting to not believe in it.
No.
I believe that we're fed a false reality, and I think we actually picked up. Because there's the buildings, the way some of these buildings in the pyramids are built, there's no way that we could have done it in our time from what our history shows.
Yeah.
From what this reality's history shows.
Yeah.
So I think that somewhere around 1915 is where they did a reset. Or maybe they did a reset at the beginning of the century, and about 1915 is when they really started bringing this story of this reality into focus for everybody else. Because wasn't there a lot of the older people were killed off back then, and it was just a lot of young kids?
Well, I mean, 1915, I think that's in the midst of the First World War, right? In Europe, at least. So
yeah,
a lot of trenches.
Well, that's about the time of mud flood and everything, isn't it?
Yeah. Well,
or did mud flood take
that too?
Yeah, go ahead.
It was a war that was fought in trenches, right? So it relates to mud. It relates to mud. Whether it's a correlation, but it's not a. I don't know whether
it was a muddy battle. I mean, from what the films I've seen on it, they were all in mud all the time.
Yeah.
So maybe the mud flood had already happened, and
Do
who?
you know the Dutch defense system back in the day was like, okay, we're gonna inundate the country. If you want to invade us, we're just gonna open this sluice. We're gonna close this sluice, and now everywhere you want to go to enter our country is about 60 meters, 60 centimeters, like 2 feet of water. So you can't sail through and you can't walk through. You must come by via the air, right? You can't you can't
Mm,
you can't run a tank through water that shallow, right? That deep and shallow. It's between deep and shallow, and so that's what we did. So yeah, especially in our country, it was a very muddy situation, and so they just run out the people that live in the lower areas, and then they just inundate the whole area. They just say, "You're going to have to
mm.
lose your house. We're sorry. We're going to replace you in another house, but we have to do this to defend the country." That's what they did.
Right, right. Yeah,
And
yeah. I
what?
mean, they had the wherever they started it, they had the wool pulled over everybody's eyes early on.
Yeah, yeah,
And it's amazing too how things always come down to numbers. It's like everything everything does actually have a mathematical code to it.
yeah.
Also, I'm finding out. So yeah, it's all, and I've been talking about this, that I've been seeing the 6 number popping in my reality a lot, and I wasn't sure, and I'm still not sure if it's telling me whenever I see that number, it's something good that's happening or going to happen, or it's something bad that's happening or could happen, and I could change my path by knowing exactly what that number means, because it does pop in my reality an awful lot in different situations. you know, it could pop up on a license plate in front of me. It could pop up on my gas receipt. It could pop up on grocery receipt. Uh, Anywhere where I'm looking, if I see that number, it's like, and I'm leaning more that it's telling me, it's giving me advance notice to stay away. For instance, the 6-6 did pop up with the Mormons. With I didn't know they were Mormons at the time, but the Latter Day Saints, Jesus Christ Latter Day Saints. Um, when I met them three girls in the park, the girl mentioned the 9 and the 6. Uh, I don't know how that went. However, it went, 6-6 popped up in that discussion that we had. But at the time, I thought, well, this could be a good thing. It's pointing me towards what I need to do. But then after the run-in I had with them and the nonstop calling me and stuff like that, I'm thinking, no, I think it's warning me. Every time it pops up, it's warning me to stay away or go the opposite, do whatever I'm doing opposite. So I don't know. I don't know. That's weird, but I tell you, I've been seeing it for years. Numeral sinks always feel benevolent to me when the wane is when I'm in a low vibe or a funk. Yeah, yeah, and that's, yeah. but I don't think all of the numeral symbolism is all bad, because I know I do believe that the angels can communicate with you in that way too. So who knows what's going on. All I can say for sure to everybody with my I am absolutely telling you the truth from my perspective. Something supernaturally is happening. Something supernaturally is definitely happening.
Yeah.
I never thought that I would see people mask up the way they did and follow orders the way they did. I never thought that I would see the Mandela effect. I mean, I thought of different scenarios of really cool movie, like who would have ever thought of making a movie like the Mandela effect, right? I mean, there's a movie out now about it, but everything. But I'm saying that nobody had the concept of the Mandela effect as a movie. That would have been a kick-ass movie. And I'm actually living it. We are all living this. And so, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what's going on. It bugs me to no end that I can't figure it out. But someday I will know. But I just know now that there's nothing to fear. Absolutely nothing to fear. Yeah. The only one that can hurt you is you. And absolutely stop complying to these fucking people. If enough of us stop complying, we can be in charge of our own lives instead of being ruled and enslaved. And make this experience the way it's supposed to be. This ain't the way our experience is supposed to go here.
Mm-hmm.
So,
totally agree on that. But I do think that there is a good movie about the Mandela effect. Yesterday is actually a better movie about the Mandela effect. It's not necessarily about the Mandela effect, but it portrays the phenomena, of something being.
Yeah, right. But that came out after the Mandela effect.
Yeah, but it's actually a very good movie to explain to people what the Mandela effect is like, right? You wake up.
I haven't seen the movie yet, but
you should.
Yeah, I've been wanting to see it. I just haven't had money to go and see it. Because you have to rent it, or there's no other way of seeing it unless you have to pay for it some way.
No, dude, you just have to watch more BitChute. I mean, I linked you the other movie too that you had to see. I gave you the link, and you didn't.
You did?
Yeah, I did. I don't
through email or what?
No, I think just in the chat or maybe through email. I
don't yeah, I can't. During a live stream, I cannot punch on links.
I know that.
Like, I'm gonna have to go back and get your.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go. That's easier and cheaper than to go buy and rent it or whatever. There's
definitely. I wish I would have seen it, the link, or I wish I would have remembered to go back and search for that link, because I would have wanted to. I would have watched it, definitely.
Yeah. So if anytime a movie comes up and I know where to find it, and I will just link it to you. So, but
okay,
because I look at all these movie channels on BitChute. Some have old time series, or some have old movies.
So if I go on BitChute and I punch up yesterday, do you think I'll find where I can watch it?
No, you might find it, but not easily, because if they list it under the original name, they can be sued, and so they're going to list it under a different name.
Okay. Really looks like now John would look. What? What, Phil? I mean, philosopher or philo fire?
Philofire.
What is? How do you say that? How do you say
I
her name?
I would say Philofire, but I don't know.
File fire.
Philofire. Yeah.
She's been coming in here for a long time, and I always called her philosopher. I may have called her Phil a couple of times.
I think it's best to call her Phil.
She doesn't like that.
Yeah.
And that's a bad part about being in here too, is you know what movie I watched yesterday?
No.
I watched The Goonies for the very first time.
Really?
I've heard so many things about The Goonies, and so I came on and I thought, well, what the hell? I'll watch it. It was all right. I guess it would have been more of a spectacular thing back in the when I was 15 or 16 to
I
watch
guess
it.
so. Yeah, it's not a movie to watch. You know. Oh, do you see these beautiful flowers?
Yeah, but hey, the reason I said that about the Goonies is because I bought this shirt a couple years ago. And it's a red shirt. It says the Goonies on it, and whenever I wear it, I get so many people that compliment on it. I love the Goonies. I love the Goonies, and I'm like, holy shit, how old are you? And they're gray and everything, and I'm like, and they're like going berserk over the Goonies. I'm like, man, I haven't seen that movie. I should watch it someday. And it came on one day, and I thought, well, what the hell? I ain't got nothing to do, so I watched it. And it was a good movie, but it was like, what does everybody really see in this movie? The big thing is, everybody would say to me, hey, you guys. You got 50-year-old men going, hey, you guys. It's funny.
Yeah, I think I never watched the movie. I don't remember.
That's funny how you can go, like, we're literally going back and forth from inside to you have to be inside to watch the movie, right? You have to be back in, it's hard to explain. Like, we're outside of it right now by not watching the news, not watching any sort of TV. We're conversing between each other. We're having, contact. We're sharing good information. We're not wasting our time, I don't think, at this point when we are able to talk and talk truth. But when you take 2 hours and you go backwards and watch a movie, I really don't get into a whole lot of movies unless they have to do with time travel or something like that. Then I will definitely, no doubt, I have to watch it because I want to see if it can open my mind up. The last thing that ever really opened my mind up to anything was Black Mirror. And I haven't seen anything since Black Mirror that really intrigues my mind, except for other people, other people that I have conversations with.
Yeah.
Dance, Pat, dance? What you talking about, boy?
We all know that Patrick doesn't dance. You know.
Welcome, Realsome. I think that's your. Am I saying that right? Realsome. I watched the episode about people being monitored. I know. I almost every one of their episodes. There's a couple on there I didn't really care for, but for the most part, Black Mirror, all their episodes they were pretty good. I think one of my favorites was where he was in the video game and he forgot that he was part of the video that he was trying out for a new video game, and he didn't know he was in the video game. He thought everything was real. Did you see that one, Voy? A Black Mirror? Oh man, that was a good one. So if you ever get to see Black Mirror, there's I think 21 episodes or something like that. And the guy who wrote all the series or all the they're like half hour or 45-minute show
Episodes.
episodes. And he said after the C19er came in real life, he couldn't think of anything else more outrageous than that.
Right. Yeah.
So he didn't make any more Black Mirrors after that.
Yeah.
You got to see Black Mirror, Jim, man. You got to see that. It's pretty good. And then there's one episode where there was a pop singer. I don't know if she died or what happened, but her consciousness got moved into a doll, like into a little system, like a little ball, and she was just that. So they wanted to figure out how she could be more real. So they put her in a doll, and she was able to like move around and stuff, but she still wasn't herself. She was just consciousness.
Mhm.
So that really hit home with me because when I had my kidney failure, and at one point during that process, I felt in the emergency room, I felt like there was one point where I felt like I was pure consciousness. Like I didn't feel my arms and legs or anything like that. I just felt like I was there. And I was kind of in a state of bliss. Like I felt really good. I didn't feel like a sad emotion. I didn't feel unhappy. I felt happy. And I was ready to go at that moment. I knew what was happening to me. I could hear the doctors and everything, and I could see everybody. But I was actually ready to. I had no fear of dying at that time, and so I absolutely know what that's what I would think pure consciousness would be.
Mhm.
Aware of everything, but not have my body anymore. I was just there. I could do whatever I wanted to do. I had as much freedom as I wanted, but I just had no body, no feeling of my body. But I felt like somebody in the background, like I could hear not hear the voice, but it was like a thought that kept saying over and over, "You're gonna be all right. You're gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine." And it was such a soothing, relaxing voice. And I don't know. I didn't even. It just it was different for sure. Never had anything else ever happen to me like that before. Was on Netflix last I watched a few years ago. Yeah, it's on Netflix. Yeah, I don't have Netflix anymore. I don't have Hulu anymore. I had to drop all that shit.
I never had it. I never had it to begin with.
Yeah.
I never had such a
I
modern
I
television. I just had these televisions that you switch on and then you change the channels instead of, do you want to watch YouTube or watch this or that? No, I never had such a thing. Never had a menu on my television.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of funny how, you know, technology, like, when I remember in my old timeline that VCRs, or not VCRs, but the first home movie theater type thing with the big record type thing where you had to slide it in, and then halfway through the movie you had to slide it in and then turn it over and slide it back in. It was like a record inside this sleeve, like this plastic sleeve, and we never could afford something like that. The only way I ever seen it was from my rich friends that had that kind of thing. And then anytime we were over there, we would watch a movie on that thing. And I thought that was so cool that you could actually sit home and watch a movie back then.
Right.
But now the technology to some of this stuff has come out way before that now. And I'm thinking,
that's not
what
right.
the fuck is going on here?
Yeah.
You know, so it's so weird how if I tried to explain something now, I wouldn't even know where to start because I don't know when the technology came out anymore. You know, on this timeline, I'd have to research it. So things are definitely changing at a fast rate of speed. I see what I see is the Earth and this timeline is coming in on itself, like it's crumbling, and I see as it crumbles and we get closer to the end of this timeline. Now I don't know if some people are going to jump to another timeline or what, but this timeline is coming to an end, and it's crumbling in on itself. And damn it, I knew I was gonna fucking lose it. I was trying to get to a point. As I see the timeline crumbling and everything like changing at a fast rate of speed, and more as they speed up and try to tear this place down and rebuild it. I don't know why they're even attempting to do that, because the timeline is coming to, this is what I feel, is the timeline's coming to an end. But the closer we get to the end of the timeline, the more that we wake up. At least that's what's happening with me. I wake up to new stuff every day, and it's like thoughts that I wouldn't think, like, that I never thought was possible is happening somewhere in the world, in this reality. And so yeah, it's just crazy how to watch this. And I knew as a little boy, and I've said this many times before on my stream, even as a little boy, I always told myself I was gonna be here till the end of time. But I didn't know what that meant. I didn't know what I was talking about. I didn't know if it meant the end of everything or what. But now I do. It's the end of the timeline. And so, and then I also thought as a youngster, and I don't know where I got these thoughts from, but I also thought I was never going to die. So I shouldn't, even though I completely was afraid of death, all the way up until 2016 when I had my kidney failure. I was afraid of death, but I had that inkling when I was a kid that we are never going to die, that we don't die. So that's really weird. And now I learn all this stuff. It's like, wow, we really do know a lot, but we really don't. It's like
Yeah.
we know what. Hold on a
I
second.
mean, we are called truthers because we know all the lies, but there's not so much truth that we know.
Right.
You're called a truther because you can distinguish the lies, but there's not much truth that we found.
Right. Right. Right.
Well, okay.
Just the truth in the lies, the truth about we haven't found the truth about what this is in a whole.
Right. Yeah.
But I hear what you're saying is that all the truth that has come out has been about the lies that we've been told our whole lives, and the game that this place plays on you. These guys are going down, and I don't think there's any other timeline like this timeline. I don't think there's any other timelines as bad off as this timeline is. I think we are in the worst timeline there possibly is.
Do you think this is the tribulation?
That's why it's ending. Yeah, I do. But I don't believe in anybody being getting out of here before the end. I believe everybody has to learn what they need to learn. So ain't nobody being pre-raptured or anything like that. I don't think.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to become an angel, because I did so well on Earth. Because I didn't do so well on Earth, and I'm human, and angels are angels. It's like an angel wanting to become God. Well, no, there's God and there's angels and there's humans and there's humans and there's animals and insects and plants and minerals and what have you.
I think we can be angels as a human in a different way, though. I think because there are people, I do believe this, that if somebody is going through, wait. If somebody is going through a rough time, so rough that they want to get out of here so bad that they are talking about wanting to end their lives or something, but they know if they ask to be released from this lesson or whatever, be released from this, that they will be replaced with another spirit that wants to come in and replace that soul that wants out. So that soul has asked to be taken out because it's too hard. So they're able to leave the body, and another one comes in to replace that soul. I think that's possible. So the soul that's coming in to replace could be an angel type soul, or it would be a soul that's not wanting to wait around for another body and just wants to come in right away. I don't know. But I mean, I do believe, I believe this machine, whatever we're in right now, I believe it is broken. Not broken, but has been taken over. And it's been taken over for a long time. And so we may have been reliving lives, like reincarnated, living different lives all the time. But then I do believe Jesus Christ, God, came in here to show us how to be released out of here. And that says ain't no one getting out alive. Right. Well, yeah, right. Yeah. And besides, I've thought many times about death, right? It's like, if death comes upon me, will I really even know? I mean, I'm just going to be boop here, and wherever I'm going, I'm going to be there. Boom, boom, bam, like that. That's
well,
how fast it is.
people that die, that they know that they're dying, right? And they know it's quick for them.
I
They know
I've heard that. I've heard that.
they can feel the life slipping out of them. You know, they can feel the self fainting
I,
away.
I could see that, but um, if I do in a way feel like I died. So I mean, I don't know. I know this ain't the same fucking timeline I was on before. I know. It just ain't. This is totally different people here.
Yeah, yeah.
I know it sounds nuts. I don't know. I hope someday people will understand this, because as much as I like talking about this to try to, figure it out or listen to other people's minds, if I was still in the world, if I was still a major part of this world, I would think I was crazy. I would say this dude's fucking nuts.
Yeah.
That's how we can tell that we are not part. Well, we're still part of the world, obviously,
Yeah.
but we're not in the world.
Yeah.
We have to be part of it.
Yeah, it's like
But this world,
it's like you should have your boat in the sea, but not the sea in your boat, right? It's like that.
yeah. Well, this world can't pull the wool over my eyes anymore. Not my eyes. It might be able to, but it would have to get really, really tricky. And I don't think this place is that smart. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Annette says she can barely stay awake. Much love to Patrick and Boy and everyone in chat. Good night, Annette. Take
Good
care.
night.
Sleep. Don't have any nasty dreams now, Annette.
It's already 8:00, dude. I got up at 5:30. Wow.
We've been in bed with Annette for the last hour because I know that's where she's laying right now, in bed watching us right now, because that's what she did while I was there. Of course, I was there in the living room, so she had to take her bedroom if she wanted any privacy. But yeah, actually, what time you got to work?
I don't go to work next week.
I thought you said something about work.
No, I start at 7 in the morning. It's quite early, huh?
Yeah.
Every day at 7. But
Yeah, we're almost on 3 hours here, and I can see my 20 hours is going to come real quick this month, because I started the first live stream was on the day that it regenerated, and I think I did 4 hours on that live stream. So
okay, I won't bother you any longer.
no, I wasn't saying it for that reason. I was saying it just because I've got a place and everything, I could still use donations, guys. Just even if it's $3. What's that movie? Better Off Dead? What's that movie? Better Off Dead? I want my $2. where that guy was chasing him on a bike. I want my $2. The Paperboy.
I have
You ever
not.
see that movie?
No,
Oh, you never seen the movie? It's called Better Off Dead. It's an '80s movie. It's really funny. It, this is just a kid, right? A 17-year-old kid, and the Paperboy. I guess the guy's parents didn't pay for the paper, but his parents weren't home, and he shows up. He's like, "Can I get $2?" And he's like, "Come back next week." And he came back next week, and his $2 still wasn't there. He didn't get his $2, so he would every time he seen this kid out and about, he'd chase him down on his bike. I want my $2. Yeah, John Cusack, and he's like, "Go tell my parents don't come bother me. I want my $2." But anyways, uh, yeah, I'm still poor,
still poor.
but I did. Yeah, but I at least I did get the people that paid for the deposit. I got them paid back because I said that I would get them paid back. So,
Cool.
but yeah, and I appreciate. It was two people, and I appreciate their help, Jermaine.
Yeah.
I don't even know like if I'm even allowed to say their names, but I know one likes to stay private, but I don't know about the other one. But anyways,
I figured it out.
Yeah, and you know what? I actually think one of the person that donated was from what's his name stream. Oh, I'm so mad at myself. I'm so mad at myself now. Richie stream.
Yeah. 007.
Yeah. Yeah, right. Yeah. Because I never, unless, it comes through as their real name, right? So they didn't tell me who they were actually in chat. So I didn't know who they were. And I haven't, since I refunded them, I haven't heard to make sure. I mean, PayPal says that he got it, but I always would like something back to at least say, yeah, I got it, so I know that you got it,
Yeah.
but he hasn't said anything back to me yet. So, but PayPal says he got it. But anyways, I do thank him very much and her. There you go. It's a him and a her. And Voy and I appreciate you were going to help me out, but we couldn't get the banks to go along with. I don't know why my bank doesn't handle international wire. I thought that was kind of weird myself. First time I had to ever ask my bank that, and they're like, "Do you know the person?" I'm like, "Yeah, I know the person." "Oh, how long have you known the person?" I'm like, "I don't know, 7 years." I have no idea. It's been a while. It ain't like I just met this person. And they're like, "Oh, okay. We don't accept them." And I'm like, "Well, what the fuck did I just go through all that shit for?
Yeah.
Are you fucking nuts?"
Yeah, they are.
What the fuck? I'm like, why the fuck did you just ask me all them questions?
Like, oh, you're doing business with some. We don't trust him. Do you know that person? Well, no, we don't. Do you know him? Yeah, we do. So why don't you trust him? Oh, just because he's a foreigner. I mean, it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, and I said, don't worry, it's from the Netherlands. It's not from Africa,
Ethiopia or Nigeria.
Yeah, anything like that. And they're like, no, we don't do wire transfers or some sort of they do wire transfers, but there was something different about this transfer that they didn't accept. I don't what kind of transfer were we doing?
Dude, I just needed your number, and your address so I can transfer
Oh
some.
yeah,
I just needed
yeah.
your international bank number and your address.
That's it. That's it.
That's all I
They
need.
said they don't have an international bank number.
Yeah.
That's what they
Dude,
said.
that doesn't even make sense. Every account has an international bank number, dude.
Yeah. So I was like, whatever. I said, we're not even talking about that much money. And they're like, no, sorry, we can't do it. We don't do them type of transfers. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Then what the fuck did you ask me all them questions for?
Yeah. Yeah.
That was stupid. I was like, what? You just asked me 10 questions and now you say, oh, you don't do
we
them?
don't do it anyway. So, yeah. It's best not to try and understand them.
Yeah, I know. But anyways, so you have a new channel. I will get over and I will sub to your channel. Thanks a lot for coming in tonight and talking with me.
Yeah, thanks for having me
And,
on, dude, and doing some promotion. And yeah.
Yeah, you're welcome. And anytime, you're welcome. You know that. Anytime.
I know.
And so
I don't
I will
feel
be
like
seeing
straight.
you, sir.
See you later, Robert, and goodbye to everybody in chat. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye. So that was Voynich and Voynich or Voy. Anyways, good guy. Good guy. So you guys, I will talk to you later. 3 hours and 6 minutes. I think tonight, hopefully they won't pull this one. I don't think we said anything too off. But we did between Voy and I put a couple truth bombs out there, right? So hopefully we don't get canceled. But anyways, lots of love, you guys. Take care. God bless you. Jesus Christ is my Lord and Savior. Adios, amigos.